This is a video about small and medium-sized enterprises and how their future growth is dependent on embracing digitalization. Because digitalization, as experts worldwide agree, gives SMEs momentum. It enables them to move forward, to reach new business heights. Can you see what I was doing on the escalator now? Anyway, Dr. Horst Heitz would appreciate the visual metaphor. He's the chairman of the steering group for SME Connect.
They can stay competitive in the supply chain. And of course, e-commerce is opening the global world to trade. And we have only 0.7% of SMEs going international, in the internal market, and 0.4% international. So there's a huge chance for SMEs that they can stay local, go global.
But for those for whom it's not a business model, what is it that's holding them back from digitalizing when there are so many seeming advantages to digitalization?
I would say what you would say normally financing, huh? But in fact, it's time. Time is you have so smaller you are, so more it's if you have to change the process, you have to educate yourself. So more you have to take you out of business, and this is always a risk. You want to provide services every day, goods. At the same time, you need also this money. So to pay only the cost is not enough. If a one-person company is, and 60% of SMEs are one-person companies, are 1 week not there, or every half day they have to learn, or the weekend, yeah, then it will be hard because the weekend they have to make the tax report.
But what's the knock-on for that then on issues such as sustainability? Because can we achieve sustainability without full digitalization?
I think not so fast like we want. Huh? Digitalization is a driver with artificial intelligence and so on. But we have to see that we're not overwhelming the SMEs. They want to become green, they want to be digitalized, but everything on the same time, with all the bureaucracy, this is overwhelming. So smaller you are, if you can make one step by one, this is possible. But the time is urgent, climate change, everything. So we have now to figure out how they can handle it.
What's the role, we've talked about SMEs, what's the role of big multinational companies, Huawei being one, in helping SMEs achieve digitalization, those that want to?
SMEs are clients of big companies, partners, competitioners, not always agreeing how business is going. But I think in general there is a need of each other. And this is fundamentally, because SMEs are 50% of the GDP, then the large companies there, the social acceptance in the society is through SMEs. And I think as large companies can give this lead, because governments and administration, they have not this connection to SMEs like large companies. They have daily to do with them, they know what they need, and they can make really tailored programs for them. But we have only to see that the SMEs have the choice of the large companies program of the offered by government, that they are informed what is the best for me.
Well, another thing you said in your speech earlier on here in Paris was about the impact that digitalization and SMEs can have on rural communities.
Yes, of course. We had this trend a long time that the rural areas losing young people because the factories are leaving, because the infrastructure is not there, that they're going to the big cities, or and that means also for SMEs, if my consumers are going, I have to follow. Digitalization means now I have not to follow my consumers. I can make this business digital, not only in a little town in Germany or a little town in Belgium. It's opening me markets like United States, China. And this is also an opportunity. And I have to say, this is perhaps a game changer. And the pandemic was showing this to SMEs. There are possibilities.
A kind of lifeline for
after the pandemic, after supply chains were coming back. Huh?
Yes. And then just finally, I know that on the website, I think, for the SME Connect, it talks about one of the goals being to make Europe the most attractive place to start a small business, make it grow and scale it up. Are you there yet? Is Europe the most attractive place to be for that?
Yes and no. Yes, is we have a huge tradition here. I think because we have not only micro business, we have this tradition to scale up these SMEs, and they have really substance, tradition of hundreds of years, families. They are rooted in the regional. They're coming news, but we losing the dynamic. And this is problematic. If we want to go now digital, you want to go in new technologies, we have as society to become more open. We have more regulations, we have financing problems. So if I want to go there, I go perhaps better to other countries, regions of this world to make my business. And this is a huge risk that we lose, that we have SMEs in the traditional sectors here and be perhaps also in the future leading here, that we say we have great handcraft and great machines, but no digital company anymore. You know what is was the last successful global digital tech company in Europe? 1972 SAP. So since then, there is nothing anymore. We have not to say us how we regulate Google. We have to think about this, why we don't have Google here. And it starts with an SME.
Well, what's the answer to your own question? Why have we not, in Europe, got a Google equivalent?
I think because we are not embracing technology. See, which last time technology we say this is the great game changer? I want to say it is everything related with green technology. This is where we say it's good for the global, but the rest we see only artificial intelligence, fears. If you see legislation from the European Commission, it's first protection, protection, protection. In the end, grow and chances. We should change this, be more open. First the grow, then the chances, and see how we can do it feasible and safe for our people and consumers.
So see the jobs and see the growth. Don't have the fears.
It's negative. You can see the glass also half full, not half empty. And we Europeans becoming somehow negative. And sometimes we need the spirit also sometimes what the Americans, also the Asians have, looking a little bit better to the future and saying, no, this is not a problem, this is a chance.